Hello, you guys. Namaste and blessings, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to be channeling messages from the ancestors, and so if you choose to stay, please stay and be very clear about your intentions. Okay. May you allow yourself the gift, the blessings to feel seen, loved, supported, and safe. And so I will be using my oracle. Take a deep breath in, ask a question. Let's see. For you guys, we're going to be using the red tail. Oh my goodness. Red tail hawk feather. They want to speak about your spiritual side. They want to guide you guys to cleanse and clear your energy, to focus on your crown chakra, protection. Then they're speaking about your spiritual gift is opening. Okay, there is progress being made. They're also calling you into practicing discernment, not rushing into decisions, into choices, not rushing into things, being patient. Some of you are healing, and most of you are healing from survival. So there's a lot of deep cellular transmutation that is happening. They're speaking about you being concerned. Many of you are concerned about resources. What is yours is protected and nobody can take it. Some of you are questioning the loyalty of a person, a relationship. They're saying that it's important for you to gain clarity about this person, and it feels like it's important for you to have this realization. They want you to take a look at people's actions, not their words. They're also calling you into clear communication, healing, communication issues like defensiveness or struggles with communicating how you feel or speaking about your needs. They're speaking about trust issues. The heart chakra still is holding on to lots of family sorrow related to survival. And so your safety, your sense of safety is being triggered. They want you to take a look at the world and to be realistic about the changes that are occurring. And this is not to be in distress or to be freaking out, to be living in worry. However, there are really speaking about how they are wanting to bestow spiritual gifts and help you move forward with it. But some of you are struggling with commitment, spiritual commitment. Right now, consistent efforts are necessary. Um, some of you are feeling a deep connection to shamanic practices. And remember, there's a difference. Not everybody is meant to be a shaman, but there are some who are meant to utilize the shamanic ways and shamanic practices. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, they're speaking about that. Some of you are going to feel guided to buy some books. Not maybe, sorry. My ego gets in. Let me make sure I'm keeping the channel clear. Many of you are being guided to buy books or to educate yourself with like botanicals, herbs, rituals, ceremonies. They want you to expand. They're saying Jupiter expansion, growth, education right now is important. Some of the other of you, yeah, I'm seeing shamanic instruments, investing in. I'm hearing investing. Some of you are holding on to resources and you're like afraid. They are showing me the water. And so there needs to be an understanding of what it means to manage finances. And, we don't want to go into being careless, but we don't want to go into holding on. So if we want to move forward, obviously there's going to have to be, investing in what we need. Tools for some of you is music instruments. For some of you it's going to be herbs. For some of you are going to be crystal. For some of you it's going to be tarot. In even scheduling a healing session. For some of you, cleans your lymphatic system. Okay, so healing massages. So this is what we're talking about, right? Choosing to work with the flow of money, with the currency, right? And being mindful and investing. Very important to follow truth. Some of you struggle with following truth. And they are speaking about, spiritual commitments. There is also work, needed to be done with the adolescents, okay? Your teenagers. Some of you still are holding on to resentments. So times you're gonna be experiencing times where there's like a lot of frustration, a lot of pain, a lot of anger, and that's just hurt, right? There's a lot of suppressing how we feel, suppressing your gifts and your talents. There's some kind of lack. We have the ancient ancestors here, and they are really helping you to remove and clear density and other obstacles here on this plane of existence that are really helping you get stronger in your communication. And however, right, there's a lot of protection around you, but then there's a journey here of courage in order to go into the underworld, in order to go into the emotional body and really find where are you still are holding on to chronic resentment and shame. How are you shaming yourself? To find also the survival, the experience of lack. And so there's a connection, obviously, the chakra system is all connected. So there's a lot of I'm holding back, and even a sense of feeling lost and confused. And you are looking for direction, right? Okay. Thank you, ancestors, for your guidance. Please speak to us. What else do you want to talk about? Do you want to confirm? They're saying pay attention to the astrology and the moon cycles. You guys need to know what's going on with the planets, planetary alignments. Find out what's going on with your south node and your north node. Okay? It's time to expand in your education and implement. Okay? Yeah. So ceremony and rituals, team efforts, coming together, study groups, implementing. Okay. There's also an invitation to seek harmony within connections. Like they said, within relationships. Some of you feel like have a pain of loneliness, of not belonging. It is important to find like-minded people. Okay. Music, dancing. These are the serpent dancers here. And this is about honoring the feminine. So implementing your rituals or learning or creating your own rituals, attending to your altar, and expanding in your communication with the ancestors. Okay. They are also speaking about ancient wisdom, the occult, the mysteries, revelations that will come when you're ready. However, there's a process of purification occurring right now. This process cannot be forced and can only happen, when we choose to stay committed. Yeah. We have the warrior coming in. This is about saying no to distractions, saying no to temptation, saying no to situations, habits, behaviors that are taking you away from grounding and activating your purpose here on this plane of existence. And so you're being asked to get very serious, to ask yourself, am I ready to say no? No to jumping from one relationship into another one. No related to seeking safety outside yourself. No to the old patterns and behaviors. This is about saying no to, being lazy. It just is. These ancestors feel very serious. And they are really excited about how much they can offer you, and for some of you, even your family. But for some of you, it's time to walk away. And for some of you, it's time to get serious and to learn about your taboos and walk away from anything that is creating distraction. And so you have to get organized. You're going to have to sacrifice, right? They're speaking about sacrificing. Are you ready to sacrifice, right? Because then there is the serpent initiation, and it's not about just talking about spirituality. And if you've been guided to this channel, if you're here with me on my energy, I don't do new age spirituality, right? So we're talking about sacredness here, you guys. We're talking about healing our lineage, our family tree. We're talking about the mystery and revelations, right? Okay, so yeah, they are really wanting to guide you through a journey, and for some of you, help you move forward so that you can really receive what is meant for you. They're taking me back to relationships. Sometimes, when you're in a relationship, but there is a person who is just there to take, their resources. They're not going to give it to you because they know people's intentions. However, there needs to be growth about that kind of situation. We have the doctor. The witch doctor. Many of you are healers. Many of you are preparing to do healing. Many of you can pass hands. Many of you can do sound healings. Many of you can work with herbs, with candles. Many of you can, work with spells and medicine man, medicine woman, right? This energy speaks about sacredness, speaks about stamina, healing your relationship with your physical body, going through a process of cleansing and transmutation. Speaks about endurance. The warrior understands that he's going on a journey, right? He goes through an initiation with the serpent wisdom, with the primordial mothers, and it's no game. Why? Because your purpose is great. Why? Because you are meant to honor your lineage. And with that comes lots of abundance and prosperity. You have to protect what is yours, but you have to work on your self-value, self-worth. And like I said, every time you say no to anything that is taking your power away, or in truth, you're giving it away, then you are saying no to receiving what is meant for you, and you are just distracting yourself from what truly matters at the end of the day. Yeah. Your lineage, the land, the earth, the primordials are calling you back home to your fire, to your power. And so, this is a warrior energy here. You need to get into the warrior. And it's not a warrior that is fighting against people and want to control others and all of that. No, this is the true spiritual warrior. And the true spiritual warrior understand that they must first master their own freaking life. All right. We're going to get three more messages. Then I will tell you if it's a yes or a no. Again, our Ace of Diamonds now. Sowing new seeds of abundance and prosperity. My thirst for knowledge sometimes make me act in questionable ways. This is about learning, growth, and expansion. Okay, staying loyal to what truly matters. Then we have someone is having a change of heart. And so I don't know you, I don't know your life. You need to ask yourself what's happening. If maybe it's you or maybe it's the other person. There are three people here involved, so ask yourself what's going on with that. And the answer is no. All right, you guys, it's been beautiful. I want to say thank you to our most venerated ancestors, ancient ancestors. Thank you to Mother Earth. Thank you to you for being here. Thank you for having the courage to listen all the way through to these messages. Thank you for recognizing, for accountability. Thank you for honoring our ancient ancestors. Thank you for loving yourself. Remember, this journey is it's not linear, it's a process. I have reverence for you and your loved ones. May you be safe. Ciao, ciao. Peace and love.